Yo.
Man, what's going on, home arcade community, man? I've missed y'all so much. So sorry about last week. Not feeling well. I'm fully feeling better now. And it's good to see y'all on this week's Yo Retro. Thank y'all so much for coming. Let me go ahead and bring my co-host in here. Half a dozen. What's going on, my
Yo, what up, though? What up, though? What up, YouTube? Welcome back to Yo Retro.
Welcome back to Yo Retro. And starting to grow my beard back, man. I just looked at my face and I was like, ooh, okay.
Okay, getting a little grizzly over there, a little grizzly.
How you been, man? We didn't do our show last week because I was sick, but how you doing?
I've been pretty good, man. Been better, been worse, but I'm here. You know what I mean? I'm here. I'm
your spirits seem higher than our last show.
Perhaps, I don't know. I don't remember where I was at 2 weeks ago. You
know. So I don't know if anybody's noticed, but in the background, I've adjusted my cabinets, cabinet space a little bit. That's one of the fun things about being a home arcade collector and stuff like that is you can rearrange things and stuff like that. So I want to give y'all a fresh new background to look at, but also, just to change it up. Because now I look at behind me and I'm like, oh, there's some stuff that looks new. It's something I don't see often.
Yeah, it's one of the cool things you could do, or one of the most annoying things you could do is having to move these things.
Yeah, true. It was a little bit annoying. I had to get
that open ice looks great back there, bro.
Yeah, I was like, man, I got a custom built cabinet and I am not showing it off. Like I had it over to the side over here by this pole, which was front and center for the room. When you first walk into my room, it's the first thing you see. But for like the live streams and stuff like that, it needs to be lined up with the rest of it. I got that retro 530 lit up coin door on it, like his actual custom built one. It's good, man. I like it. So
yeah.
And full little disclaimer, guys, about this live stream. We're going to talk about everything, but I am going to try and run through it a little bit. My AC is broken. And it's 92 degrees where I'm sitting right now. So my shirt is sticking to me. I am pouring sweat right now. So and having these machines on does not help. It actually probably bumps the temperature up here about 4 more degrees. So let's see who's all in chat real quick. Who's made it to the show? Marine 50, good to see you, man. Stock Jock, always getting that retro party going. Thank you so much for coming every week, man, and hanging out with us. Unk.
Yo, what up, though?
And Ray Del Tour.
Yo, Ray, what up?
Ray's got a awesome mod that he did to his 4KP. He took out the plunger and turned it into a plunger button.
So he's got a launch button?
Yeah, he's got a launch button, so to make it more like a Attack from Mars and stuff like that. So I like it.
But he can't do the skill shots on certain tables, I assume.
Yeah, that's one thing I was going to ask him about it. So maybe he'll come more into detail. But I did see stuff. I am curious more about it and stuff like that.
I'd like to see a way to do. I'd see an attachment even eventually to have both.
Yeah, like the Arcade 1-Up pinball machine had both. It had a launch button underneath the plunger. So that'd be like splice some wires to have it be able to do both. That'd be kind of cool. Jason Alien, the best moderator in the home arcade community. Always glad to see you.
Yo, if Buy Stuff would make that for us, we'd appreciate it.
Hey, that's a good hint. Let's do it. Somebody do something. Penny K, good to see you. And who else? Am I missing anybody else? Yeah, broken AC. Yeah, it sucks, man. It's so hot in here.
Well, the AC is not going to break in the winter.
I can plunge a toilet. Turns out I can too. Oh, I put the launch button underneath the plunger. Okay. Okay. That makes more sense. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that, dude. I kept the plunger in. Got you.
Damn, I need to see that.
Yeah.
Pause.
Right. We gotta do that. We gotta do a little community spotlight for you, man. That'd be cool.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Not to brag, chaotic, but my wife keeps the AC at 68 during the day. It's freezing in here. Yeah, that's a little bit of bragging. I'm gonna come down and hang out with you one of these days, buddy. And you're gonna help me and Heather stay cool.
Yeah, that's too cold, bro. I'd have a blanket on.
Ooh. All right, man. So it looks like we got everybody. Saying spirits. Stock Jog, is that a 6-player? Did he buy the prototype?
Nah, I wish, man. I wish. That did look nice, bro. That did look pretty nice. I mean, that's something I would have to see more about that. I mean, what was that like? That would have had to been running a different ROM, you know what I mean? So it wouldn't have been compatible with the 4-player version. There's so many layers to that. I feel like people just got excited about what they seen, but they didn't really like process any of that information.
Nothing like that could really come out. They would never bring that to market. It'd be way too expensive, number one.
I don't know. I mean, it had the Pro Series took off, you know, they might have been able to.
Yeah, okay.
That might have been a pro model had the Pro Series sold well, you know, or even if they did it, you know, a niche run like 500 of them or 1,000 of them. But, you know, the only way I could have seen that actually selling and doing well with the community, besides, I mean, it did look great, but they would have had to update the 4-player models to the 6-player ROM so we could play 6 players online and have it be backwards and forwards compatible with that 6-player version of X-Men.
Yeah. Although it is nice to see that they repurposed that pinball screen, the Arcade 1-Up pinball screen into that cabinet. It looked dope.
Yeah. That was unique, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see everybody here, man. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. We missed y'all, and I do want to catch up on some news. What we would have talked about last week.
Yeah. That was some of it right there. Those cabs, though. That was some of it. We missed out on all that.
Also, with ATGAMES, though, we had the natural history trivia winners and Game on Dads winners and all that kind of stuff. So just wanted to go through that real quick and just show some things. So we had our natural history pack trivia winners. I believe these were $25 gift cards to these 3 people.
Yeah.
So we had Melanie Powell Tarrant, Casey Brown, and Jonathan Hansen. Those were your 3 winners for that trivia question that was on Facebook. Every day they did one question. It was like three questions, I think, total, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So congratulations to them.
Yeah, congrats.
But I had to talk about me for a little bit because you see who won the Father's Day pictures, the Game on Dads. I'm not Gavin Robb and I'm not Elizabeth May, but I am Brian Robinson. And I did win a $15 gift card to that Games e-store. What does suck, though, is that now that was last week, right? This week is not, and everything's on sale, and I cannot use that $15 gift card on anything. So I gotta wait till Nod's over. Also, when you bought your 4K machine, did you get the Legends pinball ownership, whatever?
Yeah, I did get. I just found that email the other day.
So you got your $25 gift card for that. Your quarterly. Yeah. That's neat.
It was in my promos Gmail folder. So there was I didn't even know I had that folder. I just happened to look and I was like, oh, let's, for some reason I was going through my emails and I checked and I seen that I had a $25 voucher for them. I was like, where did this come from? Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, so that was pretty neat. I appreciated that and everything. That was very nice of them.
Yeah, but I have nothing I could really buy, to be real.
No, because you own every single pack. It's perfect for me when Nod's over because then I'll be able to buy a $25 pack. I would have been glad to use it for for the new pack that was coming out, but we'll get more into detail about that. I'm pretty sure everybody's heard about it. If you haven't, you're about to learn about it today. But so they had a best table from Natural History Pack 1 poll.
Yeah, everybody got a chance to vote on what they thought their favorite table was out the first Natural History Pack, and these were the results of that. So, what did you vote on this, and which would have been your pick?
I did vote, and I voted for Dinosaur Dynasty because it's the one table out of 4 that I was able to just seem like I could enjoy the most. Although I've been playing the last Ice Age more, and I'm like, okay, this one's actually really cool. Amazonia was the first table I ever started up when I got this thing. It was the first table I ever played, and I enjoyed it then, but not as much as I do now compared to the other 4. What about you?
I really just I honestly haven't given these tables. I haven't played these tables enough, but I know I do like all of them pretty much. Amazonia's that one I actually played today because I noticed they have another contest, like the high scores or whatever for those tables. I believe, or is it Amazonia? I know Dinosaur Dynasty's in it. I don't know. There's like 2 tables right now. They're doing a little thing. Like all you got to do is play the tables and you're automatically entered into.
Oh, you're talking about the tournament?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be Amazonia and Dinosaur Dynasty.
Right. So today I actually played like Amazonia, I think once on Onk's cab. And then I haven't really played it on mine till today. And I was like, damn, this is a pretty good table. So I had fun on that. Dinosaur Dynasty is a good table. It's pretty dope. And I think Last Ice Age is a little bit better than Dinosaur Dynasty, but but I actually voted for Exoplanets just to be the weirdo because nobody was showing that table love. So I was like, I don't know. I'm weird like that, bro. I was like, yeah.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Because I was like, I never played this table before. I'll try it out. I played it and I was like, it's a little boring. So I could see why people were like not voting for it too well.
I like the theming on that table. It's a little different.
The theming, but I was like, it was just not going. Nothing really going on.
It's not as good. It don't have the flow of the other tables. I agree. I probably shouldn't have voted for it, but I did. I'm one of them 12% down there at the bottom.
Well, the thing that threw me off is like you got the low play field, right? The very bottom, and then directly above it, you got 2 flippers for like the mid play field, whatever.
Yeah, you got to get through there
get through there, and it will piss you off if you're trying constantly to get through it and you can't.
Yeah, you almost gotta be in a zone to enjoy that table. But yeah,
guys, where are y'all getting this from? I am not a employee of ATGAMES. I've never said anything like that. Y'all are doing purely speculation stuff.
He'd have to get a check to be an employee.
It's not my bonus either, Ray. Like I am not an ATGAMES employee at all, man.
You might be on something there, Ray.
Hey, I'll take it though. It's a little incentive, right? Metal Barn's 104 degrees outside and about 90 inside. Man, I'm all about the cold right now. I wish I was cold, man. I'm about to strip, dude. Y'all don't want to see that, dude. I'm sorry.
Damn, nobody shut down the stream.
Yeah. Garage Gamer, I'm not gonna lie. Unnatural History Pack would be pretty cool, man. Like see some like dead stuff and supernatural stuff. I think that'd be kind of cool. Exoplanets, Amazonia Dino. Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of looking forward to the upcoming packs they got because there's some new themes in there too. So
yeah, I'm interested to see what Deep Sea looks like, man. I want to play some Deep Sea.
I want to play that
Egypt probably pretty cool too.
I want to play that, Egypt and Africa and microbes, Invisible World of Microbes or something like that. We'll get to that later. I think we talk about that too.
Yeah. But speaking of the new tables, man, I'm sorry. Like that was supposed to come out Friday?
Damn.
Yeah, like literally the day before. we're all getting excited. Like, man, that pack releases tomorrow. Sorry, man. We need a couple more weeks to work on this thing. It's just not quite ready. But
Yeah, well,
that's a typical ATGAMES thing, from what I understand from a lot of people.
well, it is because one thing they specialize, we all know in, is delay, flipper delay. Delaying packs. No, I'm joking, but I'm just saying. But come on now,
It's frustrating, man, because that's
well,
honestly
what they need to do is not. They need to chill on the announcements unless they know they're ready.
exactly. And then like about 20 minutes ago, I actually had a conspiracy theory. I was like, wait a minute. This pack was supposed to release during Nod, right? And I mean, I don't think it would go on sale because it releases that weekend. And all these people are about to get their $25 quarterly gift card. They would straight up use that straight up towards the new natural history pack. Basically, get it for free. ATGAMES would make no money off of this pack. Yeah, let's delay it for a couple weeks, guys. It's not a good idea that we release this and not make any money on it.
Might actually cost them money for this pack.
Yeah. So it's just the timing's bad, guys. We'll just give it a couple weeks, and we'll see if there's any bugs we need to tweak out.
I'm not saying your theory is correct, but I'm also not gonna say it's wrong.
Unless it's proven fact, you can't disprove it. So no, MG, I do not work for ATGAMES. I work for a brewery as a chef, so that's all I do. I don't work for ATGAMES. There is no conspiracy theory like Michael B or something like that. I don't work for anybody else. I don't have an NDA or anything like that. I don't work for anybody else.
See, that's the thing. He just happens to like to cook food at a restaurant, so he does that on the side when he's not working for ATGAMES.
There you go. That's my side job. ATGAMES probably doesn't get bonuses when their stuff gets delayed. You're probably absolutely right.
Yikes.
And I'm not taking it off. We're moving on. Land of the Lost. There you go. So yeah, Godzilla's delayed. Now History Pack 2's delayed. Not looking good. Yeah, it's frustrating.
Yeah, but like I've expressed to you, backstage. I would rather they delay things than put them out unfinished and then have to hear this community, because this community, like they just, oh man, they love to be toxic sometimes and just complain and complain and complain, bro. And I get having valid complaints and valid bug fix, where you come out and you say, hey, I noticed this is buggy, or hey, I noticed the resolution seems bad, or hey, maybe the SSF could be fixed on this. Like, but sometimes the bitching, bro, like chill with the bitching, bro, because I mean, honestly, like sometimes I have to just avoid the groups and avoid the content put out in this community just so I can just like have a clear mindset and not let them influence my thoughts,
Yeah.
But I'm having a blast playing this pinball machine, bro. And the past couple tables we both expressed the packs that came out, like they're pretty fun, right?
Yeah.
Like I've been having fun since like Twilight Zone on all these packs, pretty much, like bangers, bro. And they seem to and I expressed to you too that I feel like, for some reason, maybe I am getting used to the flipper lag or the way the Zen tables play, but as much complaining people do about Zen, like them Gottlieb packs don't play so damn great either, and they're a little buggy and, so I'm liking these Zen packs, bro, and I hope they keep bringing us content, bro.
Yeah, please, by all means. I was a little upset about World Cup Soccer at first, my first impressions. Played it again after I reinstalled it, and I was like, you know what? I like it. I'm enjoying it. It's not as bad. Carlo is the one that suggested, hey man, give it another shot.
I love that table, bro. Yeah. The whirling sound on the soccer ball on the table is annoying, but that table is one of the most fun tables I think on there.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So I was wrong about my first impressions. Um, Twilight Zone's been the number one table. Period. It's just the best release. Um, the DreamWorks pack, fantastic. Like other than Kung Fu Panda, which is just boring to me.
Yeah,
The
it's
other
just
two,
not a great table.
the other two tables are great, fantastic. And now you got Gearbox, which we'll dive deep into later in the show. Uh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm having a great time with these tables. So
But some people aren't is kind of what I'm getting at. They're just like mad constantly, and I guess maybe I'm maybe I'm not privy to VPX and all that, so I'm not just astounded. I'm still having a great time on this thing, bro.
so Phil Hellstein, uh, I am part of the community that you speak of. I expected more considering it's called 4K. Just my opinion.
Mhm.
I am saving up for a PC, so I'm gonna have the optimal experience. I did buy the Gearbox pack.
Mm, okay, well, sorry to offend you. I mean, if I said you're just bitching all the time and you're part of that community, but no, look, people that express, that they wanted a certain 4K experience and all that, I get it. That's fine, but some of the tables I feel like I'm getting a 4K experience. Like I got the 4K experience on all these Zachariah tables. I got the 4K experience on Trolls and Dream. And in my opinion, Trolls and Dream. I think they're. You could have fooled me if those tables aren't 4K. Like if they're not, okay. Like that. The Star Trek table, I'll admit, I feel like that's like some 720. The single pack one. There's certain ones
It
where
is.
yeah, where I feel like I'm calling them out, where I feel like they do graphical degradation here. We'll talk about that later too. Where I feel like certain tables look a little low on the resolution side, and then other ones where I feel like Homeworld and stuff. I feel like I don't know. To me, that looks about 2 to 4K. And it doesn't look so bad that I'm upset that I have to like go buy $1,000 computer to play a better version of it. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? And then a lot of them people I see they're having issues getting the flippers to work or the SSF to work, so what's the trade-off here? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm having a good time playing the tables natively, is what I'm trying to say. So there's a lot of people who aren't. And I think that's where the divide is in the community.
Mhm.
But but it comes a point where it's like, bro, what's with the toxicity, bro? Either if you're gonna go OTG and quit bitching about playing the tables natively. You know what I mean?
And
But if you're gonna call them out on bugs, just call out the bugs and list what the issues are and what your complaints are. You know what I mean?
and one thing that's bothered me is that people are expecting that, hey, I spent $1,400 to $2,000 on this thing. And I expect it to be this high level, of performance.
It's technical specs. They expect it to run at certain technical specs. I guess I get that, but I'm not a tech guy like that, bro. I'm just playing this thing like an average person, I guess. And I'm wowed every time I play it.
Yeah. And Valheim, I'm the same way as you. I did come from a stock modded arcade one up, so the graphics aren't where I thought they'd be. Um, there is some tables that blow me away, and some tables that don't. Now, my feeling on it is that I'm not the type of person that's going to go out and spend $2,000, $3,000 on a high end computer to hook this thing up to. I just wanted something that out of the box I can hook it up to the internet, buy tables, download them on it, play it. And I wanted that experience, which is that's the experience I'm getting. Uh, can things be better? Yes. Did they overpromise stuff? What company doesn't? You know. So my expectations are, yes, I want it to be better, but then again, if you want like say a virtual pinball machine, like a real one, like a company builds it, even if it's Retro Lizard.
Look at what that costs you. Go ahead.
Yeah, look at the cost, because they have to put a high-end PC inside of it, right? If you want 4K graphics, 4K screens, not that expensive. The expensive part is the PC and the graphics card.
And just the time that it takes somebody to build the front end and all that and get everything
Right.
running functionally, you know what I mean?
Right. And I love the fact that, you can take this PC and you can download Pinup Popper and you can download all these tables for free and put them on there. The VPN tables, whatever you call them. When it comes to Zen's always had issues no matter what the platform is. Eventually they do fix it. Now, from what I understand, talking to somebody at ATGAMES, they have said that Zen still has full control over their IP, their products, even if it's on the ATGAMES system. That was part of their contract, basically. So if ATGAMES wanted to implement tournaments into their ecosystem, Zen has to go in and pay their people, their workers, to actually implement that system into it. Like, they can get the SDK from ATGAMES and give it to Zen, but Zen is the ones that has to implement it, not ATGAMES. If the leaderboard system, ATGAMES gave the code to Zen Studios to be able to implement their leaderboards into it. So the flipper lag and all that is on Zen, not ATGAMES. Like, that is what one of the people that work there tell me. It has nothing to do with ATGAMES. ATGAMES just provides them the platform and the software.
And Zen knew all this going into it. They knew. That's like when you're a developer for any kind of hardware platform, they say here's your development kit. Get to work. Can you work with this? What can you make your software work on this? And they go, sure, we can. Sign the papers. Let's go. Let's put the logo on the side of the machines. Let's go. We're off to the races. And now that we're here, it's on Zen. And the other thing is, like, I feel like people act like they don't know this by now. Like, bro, have you not played Zen tables? Like, bro, I've been playing Zen tables, like I said, for over a decade now. So to hear these people complain every day, and then each Zen pack that comes out, minus, I feel, that Star Trek single pack, have progressively, in my opinion, gotten better since, like I said, since Twilight Zone. Maybe not the tables are better, but I just mean, like, performance wise, you could have fooled me, bro. These tables are playing pretty good, and like, there might be a misstep here and there along the way, but I feel like Zen's gonna figure it out, bro. And I feel like they're dedicated to figuring it out, but people just are not. They want microwave results, bro. I'll say, well, it's been 6 months, bro. That's not that long in the course of things, really.
No. And then to answer to comment on your comment here, Valheim, Zen tables play incredibly on my PS5. They do play incredibly on the Xbox and the PlayStation 5. They do. But did they day one? No. You can go back to any reviewer and they'll say there's flipper lag. Zen had to dial that in.
Yeah, on the Switch and everything, and
the Switch is still getting daily, like weekly updates to boost the performance, boost the graphics. Pinball M's getting updates all the time on Switch. It's just where your priorities are, and with the software you can do it. Xbox and PlayStation run Unreal Engine great.
You're comparing apples to oranges, anyhow. I mean, you're comparing a new current gen console. You know what I mean? Like, to a rock chip.
Yeah, and they have gotten better, and they're going to continue to get better.
Yeah, we'll see. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Papa Brad, you hit it right on the head about where I was going until I got sidetracked. I sidetracked myself. You'll spend $4,000 to $5,000 easily on a virtual pinball machine that's built to do 4K graphics and stuff like that. This right here, you spent $1,500 to $2,000, and everything is built into it. And you can also outgo PC to it. You know, put a PC, hook a PC up to it by HDMI wires, and you're able to do the stuff that these expensive VPX machines are able to do. So it's basically a gateway into that world, right? And for y'all that have played, you know, a VPX table and enjoyed the VPX software, you know how to navigate that. That's great. I don't have any experience. Eventually, yeah, one day I will want to get there, but right now I wanted to be able to turn this machine on, buy a table, download it, play it, and it does exactly what I want it to do. And I'm also having fun. Did I expect top notch graphics? No, but I think with tweaking it can get there.
Yeah, I mean, look, when we were at the Cleveland Gaming Classic, I already knew like this is ATGAMES we're dealing with, bro. Like I played their machines, you know what I mean? Like I knew I wasn't playing like a big Sony console or something. Like, bro, I don't know, bro. Like I don't know. I'm having a great time with this 4KP, bro. So I guess that's where my frustration comes from sometimes. Is it's like, wow, there's people that own this that aren't enjoying it. That's crazy to me. Because every time I fire this up almost every day and have a blast playing it.
Me too. Absolutely. So moving on, with the Natural History Pack 2 being delayed by a couple weeks, they went ahead and announced Natural History Pack 3 and the month that it's coming out, which is October 2024, so later this year.
Yes, and I want to play the Invisible World of Microbes.
Yeah, that sounds so dope. That does sound dope. Oh, Insect World sounds cool too.
Yeah, especially with that little praying mantis there. Like if he's on the table, let's go.
Yeah, let's take it. So good for them to announce this. It's also coming for the 4KP as well as HD. So good.
Dinosaur Dynasty 2. What could that have that the first one doesn't have? That's my question. Like, what are they gonna do on that one?
More raptors. I want more raptors.
Maybe do they got a Triceratops in the first one?
No.
They need one.
Yeah. You could probably see that on there for sure.
And Nature's Fury, I bet you that's gonna be like
that's gonna be like hurricanes, tornadoes, monsoons, stuff like that, right?
It's a big disaster film, pinball table, Twister, and all the rock movies.
Valheim, we'll get more into it a little bit later, but I will go ahead and answer that. It is one of the best tables in the pack. I didn't like it at first. I actually least liked it at first, but the more I played it and actually was able to start doing the story missions in it, holy crap! Like explosions going off, rain on the play field.
It's
super fun. Yeah, we'll get more into it.
Let's go.
We'll get more into it.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it.
My bad.
No, you're good.
I'm excited about it. Sorry. So to me, this was a little bit confusing. So I was like, holy crap, a new Zachariah. Yeah, Zachariah pack. That's a new release. And now I look at it, I'm like, wait, I have all these. It came onto my machine. It was pre-installed.
Yeah. Well, I basically speculated way back in the day. I assume when they bring out the next version of whatever 4K collector's edition, that some of these tables won't be included on it, so then they'll have to buy them, right?
Yeah. But I did understand that HD didn't have these at all, right?
I don't know. Did they not?
Yeah, I'll have to ask Carl O or somebody that's bought all the tables on HD a long time ago. Maybe they'll be able to tell me.
I don't know. Yeah, I speculated it was basically for the collector's editions moving forward.
Yeah. which is weird. Like, I don't even know why y'all would announce this. Just not even making a big deal, but whatever. I'll take it. Appreciate it.
They're gonna have to announce more tables soon. It really didn't need announced, but who knows?
Yeah. But moving on, with NOD weekend, National Honors Day weekend, and the new release for Gearbox, we got a new firmware upgrade or update. And the biggest takeaway that I had from this firmware update is now that we can buy tables from the machine itself and not have to do it online on our phone or on the computer.
Yeah,
we can actually natively do it from the machine and say buy pack.
Don't have to go to their website no more to purchase packs. You can purchase them right on your machine. Pretty cool.
So that was the biggest takeaway from this. Also, saw on Facebook that.
Oh yeah, I pointed out that not to cut you off. I also pointed out that the leaderboards for some reason now online they only show the top 25 and not the top 50, and that kind of pissed me off. That was in this firmware update, and I don't believe it's in the notes anywhere.
It's not. So I was wondering why they did that, unless it like having those extra 25 names off of there, will that help something run better? I mean, I don't know what the purpose is, man.
Yeah, maybe it's just gonna help the load times between tables, and flip when you're in the UI or something. I have no idea. Or it's just they thought it would look more streamlined. I don't know. For me, it's like I feel bad for anybody who had a hard time getting on the top 50 global leaderboards, and then once they did, now they can't even view their score. I mean, they can view their score, but they can't like flip through and see if they're still in the top 50.
Yeah,
because I was in the top 50 on a few tables, and I can't view those scores. So now you have to be in the top 25 to kind of view those scores with the other players.
Yeah. I'm either in like the top 10 on some tables still, or I'm completely off the leaderboard.
Yeah. I tried to check because you and Unc were on Twilight Zone, and I don't think you guys are up there anymore.
No, we're gone now, man. They not people dusted us off, dude. We're gone.
Oh yeah, it's the competition is tough out there, bro. As much as people complain that these tables are unplayable, well, you tell me how they're getting them 2 trillion scores on certain tables, or 2 billion on this table, and I'm going, bro. I don't even know how they do it on some of these tables. Like I'm lucky to have the couple high scores I do on Trolls, and I hate talking about it because I know somebody's going to get on there and be like, I just want to kick half a dozen off that board. What am I on, Trolls? And one of these new tables, I'm
Borderlands, you're right behind me. You were 5th and I was 2nd.
Yeah, I'm moving down the list. I was 3rd right behind you on there, and then got bumped down, and then I think one of these other tables, but yeah.
I think we'll get the July calendar Monday, man, tomorrow. I'm also hoping for Fishtails. Fishtails will be dope.
I wouldn't mind seeing well, yeah. I don't know what they're gonna do. You talking about in July? It'd be nice to see. I'd like to see Medieval Madness or something like that, but they haven't really announced that.
They haven't even announced that in the 45 pack announcement thing. So I need that table though. I need Medieval Madness, one of my favorites.
Yeah, I can't believe that hasn't been listed.
Yeah. Did you guys notice how the SSF kit sounds best on the Magic Pixel tables? Although Twilight Zone's pretty incredible with that door that opens. Attack from Mars, I noticed it has a harsh bass sound.
Yeah, we've definitely addressed that on our past shows, that the SSF kit is way better on Zachariah and Magic Pixel tables than any Zen tables.
Although I do notice on the Gearbox table they implemented some of it pretty good.
Yeah, and on Attack from Mars, that base drop on the SSF kit's crazy.
Oh yeah, my high score's been delayed. Oh, Papa Brad, can you see the leaderboards for Amazonia and Dinosaur Dynasty? Like the tournament leaderboard, which I was going to get into next on here. For those of y'all that don't know, they're actually doing a tournament on through Facebook that all you have to do is play Amazonia and Dinosaur Dynasty during this weekend, and your score will be posted onto a tournament leaderboard. And there's a crap load of prizes being introduced. So we'll get into that in just a second, what those prizes are. But is there a place I can go to see where I am on that leaderboard? Let me know.
Yeah, I don't know.
They will eventually have the option to have the leaderboard display on your local and it be your local scores. I'd also heard that they are implementing your friends list leaderboards on all the tables as well.
That's because they watch this show and we've been suggesting it time and time again, and then eventually they're like, "Oh my god, these dudes got the juice. They know what's happening. They got all the fresh ideas.
In other
we
words,
should take some of them."
In other words, PK is like, "Yeah, these guys know what they're talking about, man. I don't know why I don't have them on the beta testing program."
You know what? Their viewers are right. We should hire them.
There you go.
Go ahead.
You guys are awesome. Thanks for keeping it 100, man. Thank you for coming, dude. I'm so glad you're here, man. Just make sure you hang out with us every weekend, dude. Yeah. Glad you're a new person to the show, man. I'm glad you're here. Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Papa Brett says, yes, you are there. So tell me where I can look at that, Papa Brad. That'd be great. All right. So moving on to the big news of whatever. It's National Owners Day weekend. So
yeah, I'm an owner. Yeah,
the summer edition, right? We're owners. Woo!
Yeah.
So we'll just go through some quick sales, guys. Oh, funny news. The guy that bought my RK1-Up pinball machine, like last month, texted me and goes, "Hey man, I really like that 4KP you got. How much did you pay for that?" And I told him I got a great deal on it because it's on the thing. He goes, "All right, I'm not really worried about price. Where show me where I can go get that." So I showed him, and I was like, "If you do wait till Summer Nod, which is the end of this month, you can get about $250 off of it." He goes, "Bet. Just let me know the moment it goes live, and I'll buy it." And it turns out he bought it. So he bought it yesterday. He bought a Attack from Mars with the SSF kit. So I sold y'all a cabinet at Games. Send me money.
Wait. So you sold him your one-up Attack from Mars, and he literally like weeks later turned around and bought this?
Yeah. Bro, yeah, he goes, I won't, because he saw mine. He goes, now I see why you're selling this.
Yeah,
you don't need two pinball machines, and this thing trumps that thing. It's huge.
I'm like, yeah, but I'm surprised he still bought the one-up when he's seen this next to it.
I'm glad he did, man.
I would have never made that mistake, bro. I'd have had the one-up out in the garage somewhere else for him to try out. Like
I thought about that. I was like, please don't look at my 4KP and say I want that.
I'd have had it covered up with a blanket, like, oh, it's an old pinball machine. It's broke down.
It's broke down. It doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't want to show you. I'll send you a picture when it's finished.
But he was like me when I first bought my RK1-Up pinball machine. I was like, I kind of want to try and get into it. I want to see what it's like. So he bought it. I sold it to him. I sold it cheaper than you could buy it brand new, and it still looked brand new. Like I took really good care of it. Plus, I had all 30 tables on it because I did the mystery encoder hack or team encoder hack. But he bought it, and he's like, "Man, I love this thing." How much did he pay for it, Ray? I charged him $400, but he gave me. I told him we'll take $350. Because I did add some more cosmetic stuff to it to make it look better. But he was like, I really like this thing, but so is that 4KP that awesome? I said, yes, it really is. You can see why I was willing to get rid of the RK One Up compared to this. And that's when he was like, hey man, so I'm gonna join. He joined the Facebook groups and everything, and he subscribes to my channel and everything. So he's like, I'll be watching. But he he became a fan. He became a fan of the 4KP, and now he's a new owner. So his should ship probably to tomorrow, and he'll he said I could come over and help him hook it up and everything. So I like everybody else that does have a 4KP in here, man. Y'all know y'all love it, dude. I love it, dude. It's awesome. I do not regret this purchase one bit.
Yeah, I do. It's better than what I expected, to be real, especially with the SSF kit.
So some nod sales were good to me. Some were kind of head scratchers. The 4K pinball net normally is $150. So they scratched out the $150 and rewrote in $150 because you get an additional $50 gift card basically to buy a couple of packs after you rent some of those tables through Pinball Net. Is basically what they're doing.
Yep.
So to me, it's not really that great of a deal. It's like I'll just buy a $50 gift card and I can just do whatever I want. So what are you going to reskin yours to, Ray? Tell me about that. So not a great deal to me. The HD products, some pretty good deals. If you wanted to jump in on this, dude, I don't know why. Call me stupid. All right. You can straight up, everybody in chat, you can call me dumb too. I'm actually thinking about buying the micro.
Nah, I want a micro too. So
you do? Okay.
Pause.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely I had my eyes on that since the Cleveland Gaming Classic. I was like, man, this thing's that I was actually gonna buy that up until I made the decision to buy the 4KP. And then I was like, all right, let me hold off. But now I think it'd be dope. Like even without the Zen tables, it'd still be dope to just have that out in the garage or something, you know.
The fact that they have pinball legs, you can buy pinball legs to fit this thing. It comes with 50 built-in tables. It's small, but it's not super small. I mean, it's still pretty big and hefty for what it is. And it's so funny because if you go to the Legends owner page where you can buy stuff directly through that, it's even cheaper than this price. It's $309 and not $329.
Mm-hmm.
So, I thought about getting a Legends. I thought about getting a Legends Ultimate, but I was like, no, because I don't like that multi-cage shit. I don't like it.
Yeah, I thought the micro was 300, but I guess I probably seen it priced at the last like Christmas sale or something like that, you know.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, so
it's gone down to $299, but that's really what it is if you are a Legends owner.
I think that 300 is a sweet spot for that. Like I might have to pull the trigger on one of those eventually once I pay off this MacBook I bought.
Yeah. I thought about seriously though, just buying that and just having it in a different room or let my kids play it, you know, or something like that. Or do the OTG route and hook a Nintendo Switch up to it like Ray's done. It was a good size. I hooked my Nintendo Switch up to it, had a blast. So I like it. I think it's a good idea, man. So I'm glad you didn't shit all over me for saying that. I'm thinking about doing that.
No, I like the micro, and I actually hope they make a micro 4K eventually.
Oh, that would be dope.
Because a micro 4K would be a must buy, and at $500, if they could get it in that price range, that'd be crazy. You know, like maybe 600 at the moment, but 500 if they could. Even the same.
Let them cook. Let them cook.
Even the same build, like if they did the same build, you know, just add the DMD right there between those speakers. Like I'm cool with that same size, you know. But yeah, you get a 4K micro, bro. I need one of those.
I need to buy stuff to do like some mods to it too, man. Be able to add a DMD screen or something like that. I just
Yeah,
think, yeah, I agree. Gamer Fridge, their shipping is outrageous. Like, no, come on.
yeah. That's why I like when when I see that At Games is putting some of their products in some of these stores. Like we've shown they're in the brick and different stores. So if you have some of these brick and mortar stores that actually have their products, just go in and buy them, and then you don't have to worry about the shipping.
Right. But I'm considering that. Maybe Black Friday, if it's on sale for $2.99 or cheaper again, I might pick that up. Seriously.
Yeah, that's on my list. I definitely like. I want to buy one, but it's one of them things where my brain's telling me wait because they might do a 4K micro eventually. Same way my brain told me, wait, don't buy that arcade one up Attack from Mars because one of these days you might have one of these. You know.
Right, right. And speaking of one of those, so finally, everybody's been saying, where is the 4KP sales? Where's the 4KP sales? Finally, a nod comes and we get a sale. Now, of course, it's not as cheap as people were hoping it was going to be. They were hoping it would be back down to pre-order pricing and stuff like that. But it's so funny because I feel like AtGames has been the only company that's stuck to their pre-order pricing being a premium pre-order pricing. Like you'll never see that go that low again.
It hasn't been that long since it
It
hasn't been.
hasn't.
It hasn't been even a year. You know, like just give it a. I feel like I kind of respect them for kind of standing their ground and going, no, we believe this is a premium product, and you're not going to be able to, like we said earlier, build one. Try to build one cheaper.
Yeah.
Try to do what we're doing cheaper. If you can do it, go ahead. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I feel like I respect them for standing their ground, feeling like they got a premium product.
Yeah. Now when it comes to the 4KP guys on the sale, if you were actually considering this, I know Biggie D's considering it, PD7's actually considering it. Do not, I repeat, do not even consider this $13.99 for just a machine. Do it with the SSF kit. You get it,
Yeah.
you get a better deal on it because the SFS kit is expensive. And I watched the videos of other people installing it in themselves. It looks like a headache. Yes, you can get it knocked out pretty good, but just go ahead and get it pre-installed from factory and shipped to you. Like that, this is the way to go, man. 1749, it's a must.
Yeah, bro. I can't recommend the SSF kit enough. That's Unc's got his without it, and I got mine with it, and for me it was night and day. Like sound wise, bro. And I'm not a big audiophile like that. Like I'm not. I love music and I love certain stuff, but I'm not like, you know, I'm not like super in tune to like having like I don't have like I don't even have a soundboard for my TV. I just let it play off the TV speaker. So I'm not, and when people would complain about the arcade one up sound, I was like, it doesn't bother me like most people. It did when it was like one speaker mono, but once they added two, I was happy. This
Yeah.
thing though, bro, with the SSF kit, it like really does like it just enhances the whole game, bro.
Yeah. Are you a fan of your arcade control panel?
Oh yeah, that I love it, bro. Highly recommend it, bro. Especially for just putting your initials in after every table, bouncing in and out of the different tables and menus. It's the just the user interface, all that, putting in Wi-Fi passwords, any kind of just navigation you do on this, bro. Just buy the panel, put it in. You're gonna save yourself a lot of headaches. And you'd be surprised how easy it is to how much of a breeze it is just bouncing between the menus with that panel.
I got you. Yeah, I mean, part of me wants to get it, only because I want to be able to play like other like arcade games on it. Thought about it.
And it takes 5 minutes to install it, bro. Really, like maybe 10 minutes, because you got to unscrew these side panels, but it's not hard. It's not going to mess up your 4KP. It's a simple. You're detaching one cable and attaching the other, hooking up the USB, setting it in there, putting your side panels back on, and it's ready to go. Like I love it, bro.
My biggest concern is I don't like the price of
Oh yeah, yeah.
249 down to 149
Oh, yeah.
period. Like I think that should be like a 99.99 type deal.
Yeah, it's overpriced. That's why I bought it when it was like $99. I think I
Yeah.
bought it the same time I bought it. Actually arrived before my 4KP did.
Yeah, I
I
remember.
I was like, that's where they kept getting me because everything was discounted, right? I was getting a pre-order price discount and the SSF kit and everything was discounted. And I was going, well, just add it all to the cart and I'll worry about it later,
Yeah.
And now in hindsight, it was the best thing to do because I saved myself hundreds of dollars,
But y'all all agree it does make things easier, even if you haven't done coin op sex or anything like that. So cool,
Yeah.
man. It's something I consider, but I am like Valheim here, where he says I like to keep the I like to keep the look of the machine like a pinball machine.
Yeah,
And
but I understand that opinion because Unc says that too. But when he was over here, I guarantee my panel did not bother. He didn't even notice it when he was playing. Like it's almost an afterthought after a while. Just like people complained about the marquee right below the topper at first, like, oh, that's not necessary. Why is it there? But now after a while, you don't look at that, bro.
I mean, I like it. That's fine. But
Well,
yeah.
I'm just saying, but like a lot of the minor gripes, just like I did about the
Yeah.
Zen Studios on the side of the thing, I don't even look at that no more. Like I love this thing,
There you go. Yeah, everything's going up in price. I did the Star Trek skin on the panel, and it looks awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't lose any hand space either. Just to throw that out there, if you do install the arcade control panel, it's not like you lose that resting space where you rest your palms when you're playing pinball. Like it's all still there, and it doesn't block any of the screen with the arcade stick. Like it doesn't get in the viewing way. Like, you really don't notice it. It's really, you just use it to navigate the machine and hop between tables. It is a virtual pinball table, so it doesn't bother me.
Right. Good point. So if y'all are considering getting a 4KP, get it with the SSF kit pre-installed. Also, this price is available for all their tables skins that they released. So we do both highly recommend this stuff, man. And a lot of people in the community still recommend get a 4KP.
See, he wanted to rush through the show, but check it out. We ain't even got to the meat and potatoes yet.
I know, dude. I can't help it though. But you know what? I got the fan, the big giant oscillating fan pointed towards me. I'm surprised y'all can't even hear it. But I got it pointed at me. So thanks to my wife. She's such a great woman. Thank you for doing that. Oh, Brian, I know I keep getting sidetracked. What are you cooking for up 4th of July for fam? Probably steaks, dude. I don't know. I haven't really decided yet. I just found out today I got it off, so maybe I'll just cook steaks. 4K Legends 4K Pinball Net. It's live. Basically it's like a rental service of every table that they have released except for Zen tables and Taito tables and the Dr. Seuss tables. You can't get those either. So any of the Zachariah tables as well as the Gottlieb tables, you can rent, download, play, and check it out. So I like it. I hate that it ends in like 32 more days. So
yeah, Big B makes a good point. I guess you don't really hear the SSF when you got all them other arcades playing that, but I don't know, man. That thing thumps on certain tables, bro.
I could see where he's coming from. I got them all on mute except for the 4KP. So
Yeah, I like to hear that, you know.
yeah.
So yeah, but I hear what he's saying.
So now with the announcement that they got tournaments working, they got Pinball Net working, it's alive. Flipper Friends is finally going to release, and it should be released on the 5th, which is next Friday. We'll find out what games are going to have on there and what tournaments we'll be able to play in and what kind of prizes we can win. So that's cool. Finally things are coming to fruition that they've been promising. Hopefully we won't get another delay. But with that, each month they'll feature a curated selection of Legends pinball packs and tables available for both the 4K and HD. So in the case of July, you're going to have Circus. August, Space Invaders. So you're going to feature different tables for different packs that you can participate in these tournaments with and try to win some prizes.
That's a missed opportunity. Spooky should have been in October, and Egypt should have been in November. So you got
You're not wrong. You're absolutely correct about that. Because you got the Grinch Stole Christmas in December. You made sure that was going to happen.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity to have Spooky for the Halloween season. Like, I don't know what they're doing there. Come on, ATGAMES. You almost got it, but
so
yeah,
you got that going on. That's a cool addition.
That's cool.
I'll let you have that.
Yeah, we got a little timeline there.
As well as the calendar for the next 5 days or this weekend, basically.
I think this pissed a lot of people off too, because a lot of people were like, oh, super excited on June 28th at going, oh man, at 12 p.m. we're gonna get a new Zachariah announcement, new product release, and then bam, what do they announce? The tables that are already available.
Yeah, already built in. I just need somebody to verify if you got a HD. Is those tables new, or were they already on there?
Yeah, but that's not nice, bro, for them to hype the community up like that, bro, with a new Zachariah product release, and you're like, bro, I was like, what is this, bro? Where did this come from? This is out of left field. And I was waiting and waiting. Then when I seen that image, I was like, this is what they were talking about. Oh my god! I'm like, oh,
right. So from yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're getting a trivia question like they did with the Natural History Pack trivia questions. You get one question per day. Just answer it in the comments, and they pick a random winner. And that winner will be announced, I guess, come Wednesday. The calendar does get released tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So we'll know what table packs are coming out in July.
There you go. See, that's what we was talking about.
And all nod events and sales end at 2:59 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So if you are on the fence about getting a 4KP, you have until you have a few more hours left. You got about 5 hours left to get a decision made. So anyway, I'm sorry. That's you got 29 hours left because it's Monday at 2:59. It's Tuesday technically 2:59. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. This is what we were talking about earlier with Papa Brad and you as well. These are the two selected tables that they're doing a tournament on right now, and it ends, Tuesday morning at 2:59 a.m. Eastern time. That's Dino Dynasty as well as Amazonia. We're able to just play the tables and post a score, and it posts it to the separate leaderboard. Papa Brad put a link apparently in his description or whatever to talk about it, where you can actually look at the leaderboard. He says I'm on both of them, so that's good. But they're gonna pick. Check this out. The grand prize winner is going to win the Micro HD. They're going to pick 3 winners for a $100 gift card. 30 winners are going to win $25 gift cards, and 40 winners are going to win $10 gift cards.
Nice.
So $1,900 worth of prizes just by playing in these tournaments for these two tables.
Yeah, that's dope.
So Six, y'all need to get in on this and jump on those two tables and play.
Yeah, I played them. I doubt I placed a high score though. Like I played them for like 2 minutes and knocked out.
So apparently they're just picking random people though, just to win something.
So how does he know? So what's the point of the you got to submit your score?
Yeah. No, you don't have to do anything. You just got to play. And then once the game ends and you exit out the table, it sends your highest score to them.
So how's Papa Bread seeing your score?
Apparently you can see it on a separate leaderboard. I'm gonna have to get on his YouTube channel and see where he posted that.
Yeah, that's just confused. Well, like I don't understand the point of them having a separate leaderboard if they're just gonna choose random people. Like,
it's like a tournament leaderboard, right? So
yeah, so you would think you'd pick the top few players to win, right? Not just randoms.
You're right. Let me see if I can find where he's talked about the link to it or whatever.
Maybe the grand prize is the number one winner, because it's one winner, like the top player. But you got two tables, so I don't see how you do that. But whatever.
Right. I don't know how exactly they're doing it. But yeah, guys, enter into it. Try to win it, dude. I mean, you'll at least you'll have a great chance to win something.
Yeah, well, that's why I told you I played Amazonia just for that reason. I was like, well, it says random winners, so at least play the table, see what happens.
No, the reason why they're not doing the leaderboard is because the same few people will win every time. There's going to be 73 total winners.
I get it. You don't want me and Chaotic winning every single contest over and over. I get that. That makes sense.
There you go. There's your answer. That's a lot of winners, man. So, like, you got good chances. Not everybody's going to go on there and play those tables. I'm sorry.
So. Hey, he's in there. Okay, Papa Brad.
But yeah, man, get to flipping, man. Get to playing those tables. The trivia for yesterday, today, and tomorrow, just answering a simple trivia question in the comments on their Facebook. You can win a $15 gift card, as well as 5 winners are going to win the magnetic cup holder. My biggest gripe about I want this magnetic cup holder. I was going to buy it, right? My biggest gripe about it is that $10 shipping. That's the only reason I haven't bought it. Because it's normally $25 plus $10 shipping. All right, they took $10 off, so now it's $15. But it still has that $10 shipping, so it's still $25. No, I'm good, man. I'm not buying it. You're telling me shipping's almost as much as the actual product itself.
Can I put my promotional coupon on this instead of a pack?
Not right now. You can. You probably can when Nod's not going on, but with Nod going on, any kind of coupons you got, you can't use any of those coupons.
Damn you, ATGAMES.
I'll give it to y'all. Y'all smart though.
Yeah, they be figuring out little ways where they get the money and you don't.
So 8 chances to win by answering three questions, man. 3 simple questions, 1 a day. Finally, dude, we're here. Meat and potatoes time, guys.
An hour and 10 minutes in.
An hour and 10 minutes, man.
He gave you the disclaimer. He's rushing the show, y'all.
So it's so funny, man, because I read comments on every video, like every live stream. There was one guy that was hounding us so bad, and he was like, "Hey, man, y'all's description for y'all's live stream was DreamWorks pinball review.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all didn't review it till 1 hour and 40 minutes later. Like I sat there and wasted my time, and then y'all didn't even show gameplay."
So he doesn't know you could fast forward on YouTube?
I guess not, man. Like
he doesn't know you could just.
That's one reason why I put this banner at the bottom too, so you'll know where we're at. But I forgot to create a banner for this part.
Well, we do a long form kind of podcast kind of that's kind of what we do. We do a long form show. We do one show a week. We don't do 4 videos throughout the week on every little bit of news, Um, and I prefer it that way because I got a life outside of gaming. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. So what I want to show is Tim McCloskey's video that he did on the first looks at Zen Studios Gearbox tables. Uh, I'm thinking next time I'm going to just record some gameplay of each of the tables next pack release. That way we'll have our own. But Papa Brad said last week we could use his, or week before last he said we could use his. But I'm going to use Tim's real quick because he shows it off pretty well. Each table off pretty well. You got the beautiful back glass image right here, which looks super good. And
it's
then
got I like the DMD on this
I
table.
love the full color DMDs, and they're all full screen. They all look good.
The video rolling, it looks really good.
Yeah.
So yeah. So this table, man, go ahead, give your thoughts on it. What do you think about Borderlands Vault Hunter Pinball?
So I was super excited about this. I thought this was going to be the only table I was going to actually enjoy. And I gave my early review on Facebook on the unofficial official group, and basically gave this an A+. Borderlands A+ because of the callouts, the theming, and the way like the game functions. It functions like the actual game. Like for instance, if you light up all the lanes at the bottom, you unlock what's it called? Down and not out, or not down and not out. It's second wind. That's what it's called. And just like in the real Borderlands game, if you lose all your health in the real Borderlands game, you basically drop down to one knee, and you can bring yourself back to life if you kill an enemy. And in this case, for this pinball game, if you hit the pinball into one of the raiders, one of the bad guys that are like drop targets in front of the loot at the bottom of the table, if you kill one of those guys, you basically get a free ball save. You stay in the game.
Functions as like a ball save opportunity if you kill them.
Yeah, so I thought that was really cool. I thought the psycho in the top right corner, and he's just talking the entire time. Claptrap's at the bottom; he talks the entire time. Like I said, the call outs, the theming, it's a great table. The flow of it's really good too. And I didn't mean to do it, but Magna save is when the ball's gonna go into the out lane, into the gutter. If you nudge, the ball will magnetize to a spot and then drop into the safe part of the lane so that you can shoot again. So you can activate Magna save, and it scared the crap out of me when it first happened because it sounded like I was getting electrocuted. But it's a great feature, man.
Yeah. Go on.
Your turn, man. I want to know what you think about it.
Oh. Well, I'll be honest. I've never played the Borderlands franchise, so I know it's a really popular franchise. So I was interested to play it just because I love that we're getting different themes. Like I said again on this thing, we're not just getting basic Zachariah theming and stuff. We're getting like real licenses and franchises. So I was like, okay, let's check this Borderlands thing out, And my initial impressions were, damn, this thing doesn't look 4K. That was my first initial impression when I looked at the table. I said, damn, this doesn't look 4K. This has got to be 2K or less. That was my first impression. And I'm going, I hope these other, because it was the first table I fired up in the pack too.
Yeah.
So I was going, damn, I hope this isn't representative of how the other two tables are going to look. And I'm also in my mind going, WTF, Zen, what's going on? But first, I'm going, let me play this and see how it plays, too. So I played it and I had no idea what the hell I was doing or what was going on. And I even messaged you and play, after I played it, I was like, man, you put up a hell of a high score because you were like number
I
one
was
on the
number one.
yeah, you were number one on the leaderboard. And I was like, damn, that's a hell of a high score. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing on this table. And then you were like, well, just try to hit a couple loops and then go for the guys in the center and then try to go for the loop. So then I did that and I was able to get up to like, I think 5th place or something like that on the leaderboard. Just
Yep.
off that basic advice you gave me, hitting a couple loops and then going for the loot in the center. And yeah, and then the table kind of grew on me. And then, like you said, the characters, I don't know their names, lock something or whatever you said. What would you say their names are?
What, Psycho?
Psycho, and what's the robot's name?
Claptrap.
Claptrap, that's what it is. I don't know why I was thinking like Lockjaw from He-Man or something. Claptrap, yeah. But the characters kind of started growing on me with their little expressions and thing they said. Then I finally, like, it took me a second to figure out even the skill shot. I was like, what am I doing with, because the camera, the way it switches up, and I wasn't used to that on any of these tables. So I was like, man, this looks crazy, So I didn't like it initially, but then it grew on me. This table grew on me the more I played it. And
so here's that camera angle he's talking about, y'all. It automatically swaps to that. So while you get your skill shot, you have to match the character on the side to that picture, that character on the side with the light up character icon.
Yeah, I think you want the ball to roll over whatever character you pick right as it's lit, so, and then you'll get your skill shot. So it took me a second to figure that out because the camera gets a little, it's just a little, it's off-putting at first, or you kind of just,
because the only table that does it.
Yeah, it's the only table that I've played so far where the camera switches from that display playfield mode into this weird zoom version. So, but once I figured that out and put 2 and 2 together with the DMD and the character, who to select, and like you took your couple tips, like I said, it grew on me. I still think there's some graphical degradation here where it doesn't it doesn't look 4K, but is it unplayable? I don't think so. I think this table is very playable. You put up a real high score real quick. It didn't take you long to put up a relatively decent high score. And then somebody bested you not too long after that. So somebody else was able to put up a high score, and I know I didn't experience any flipper lag on it. Me personally, I'm not experiencing the flipper lag that people are complaining about. Me personally,
agreed.
So, yeah, these tables, and that's where these tables, like I said, they're winning me over. Where I might, like I said, I'm going to call them out on the things I think kind of strike me at first. And the first thing that struck me was I didn't think this table was 4K. Like, it looked a little under resolution wise, didn't look that great to me, but it doesn't look that bad either, and it plays really, really good. So no, I haven't experienced any flipper lag on this pack.
Yeah. The mechanics of the table are a lot of fun. Like, if you knock down all the characters in the middle and you open up those loot boxes, Borderlands is a looter shooter is what it's categorized as. So you find loot boxes in the game and you try to get the better weapons. And that's what these weapons are, these silhouettes of guns on the right side down here at the bottom. If you open up all those loot boxes and sink the ball into all those loot boxes, you'll unlock the ability to pick one of these guns. And picking out one of these guns, next time those bad guys in the middle pop up, you'll
shoot them down quicker.
You can kill them instantly and get 4 times, 6 times, even 8 times multiplier for killing them. So you can make millions of points for every time you kill them. Also, there's another cool mechanic. If you shoot the left ramp, then the right ramp after each other, the Psycho will jump from the top right of the playfield, drop down to the middle, and he'll just be talking mad shit to you. So basically what you do is you take the ball when he's down there and you hit him with it. And he falls over, basically dies, and respawns at the top. But at that point, that's when ball lock unlocks. So you shoot the right ramp again and you lock a ball. Well, if you lock 3 balls, normally that's a multi-ball, instant multi-ball, regular tables. Well, this one will ask you, do you want to do multi-ball with 3 balls or do you want to try for 8?
Yeah.
And you can do 8-ball multi-ball. And that's when the game gets insane. But when you do that, you're able to also score billions of points. I've watched somebody on YouTube do the wizard mode on here, and he was scoring billion point shots with 8 multi balls just because of that. So with patience, you can unlock 8-ball multi ball, but just keep switching lanes and then bringing the psycho down, hitting the psycho, and then locking the ball. So
Yeah, you could
awesome.
score big on this table, but you got to go through like steps to do it, which is dope. Yeah, it's definitely, like I said, it grew on me. At first I was a little, I didn't know what I was doing on the table. It took me, there's a lot of layers to this, like to figure out, all the things he just described just to get to earning high scores. But once you do, yeah, it's a fun table, and if you're a Borderlands fan, I highly recommend it. Like, I'm not even a Borderlands fan, and I like this table. So I'm sure if you're a Borderlands fan, you probably love this.
Yeah. So that's Borderlands. The next one is the Brothers in Arms.
Before we move on to that, what would you give that table out of 10?
And at least a 9.
Okay, I give it about a 7, but
based on
I'm not
degradation or just
on the graphics and just the table layout. I'm just not a huge fan of the series. You know what I mean?
Fair, very fair. All right, so I went first with Borderlands. You go first with Brothers in Arms.
So this, in my opinion, is the best table in the pack. It is just insane. I've never played Brothers in Arms. I played SOCOM. I was a SOCOM player. I wasn't a Call of Duty player. I used to play SOCOM 1, 2, 3, Confrontation, all the good SOCOMs. But yeah, but this reminds me of that. This is like that kind of table, and it also has some like Medal of Honor kind of vibes, all them old war kind of games, So whether you played Brothers in Arms or not, you could probably appreciate this table, bro. But there's so much cool stuff going on. This was a table too. At first, I wasn't, I missed my first couple shots, and I was like, I don't know about these ramps. Am I ever gonna hit these ramps? I don't even know about this table layout. If it even suits it. But then once I got I hit them drop targets in front of them sandbags and got a couple games going and played the bridge and and played the air raid, and I was like, oh my god, bro, the bombs are going off and the wall destroys in the back, and then there's fires and, like you said, rain on the playfield. There's so much going on, bro. Like I'm one of them people where, like, once I start playing, I get like multi-ball unlocked, or I start doing some of the missions, my anxiety goes up, like where I'm like, like my hands are almost shaking where I'm hitting them flippers, and this is one of them tables when once them bombs started going off and the gunfire is going off, I'm like, bro, it just, my anxiety raises. But that's a good thing for me, like a good anxiety, like, bro, like I'm pumped, you know what I mean? My adrenaline's rushing. I'm like, holy shit. But it also is distracting in a way, and I think it's purposely like that, you know what I mean? You got the multi-ball going, all these explosions going, it's distracting the shit out of you, so you do sink the ball. But yeah, bro, I think this is the best table, bro. It's just fun as hell. It makes you feel like you're in the middle of some crazy battlefield, some crazy war, and you could progress how you want through it, It's dope, bro. Yeah, this is my favorite out the pack for sure. Yeah. I love the DMD too. It's got the cool little, game imagery on the background. And this is my personal favorite, but it's probably because I'm not a fan of any of these games out this pack. Let's be clear. The console versions of these games. I've never played any of them.
Now, I played the crap out of this when I had a PlayStation 2 and a PlayStation 3. It's basically, you are a squad commander and you're able to tell your tell your team, your AI team, to suppress fire on this machine gun nest, or flank, flank left, flank right, uh, and you'll notice that on the table, like you'll see like a little circle that pops up that flashes.
Yeah,
That's exactly what happens in the console game is when you tell your team to go to a certain spot on the battlefield, basically. It's doing that in this pinball table. So I was like, holy crap, that's awesome.
that's
And
cool.
my biggest gripe about this table is once you start a mission, it does that little cutscene,
Hmm.
and then it's time to start playing, right? And some of those you get instant multi-ball to try, because each ball is supposed to represent a part of your army team, your group. Is basically what it is. So you want them to go up different ramps and stuff like that. So it works perfect in that scenario. But my biggest gripe is that, all right, I like to look at the DMD and see what I'm supposed to do. Like like I and one part you got to get 12. It says to blow up the bridge, 0 of 12, something like that. Okay. I noticed that. Now I look down on the playfield and I see what ramps I need to hit in order to progress that. And it just gets really hectic. But the gameplay is fantastic. The graphics, like I'm surprised that this table looks better than Borderlands graphics wise. Like I figured this table would be the worst one of all because of all the animations that are going on, all the big
Right,
explosions, all the sounds. Um, the American soldier and the Nazi soldier, the tanks,
right.
the flak cannon in the bottom left corner is all moving.
There's a lot going on, yeah, and the graphics are probably the best out of the pack, if not. I think Homeworld's up there with it, but there's less going on, right, on Homeworld. So yeah, this plays phenomenal. I'm a little opposite with you there. Like I prefer not to have to look at the DMD to know what's going on. I'd rather look at the playfield and it tell me that. I feel like the DMD is kind of for the bystanders, but
Yeah.
but I still have an appreciation for DMD. I'm not saying that, but yeah, this table, like if you look at the table, it tells you, where to go pretty much, so but yeah, that's definitely my favorite, like out the pack, bro. And I would probably get this about an 8 out of 10, you know.
To piggyback off what Ray's saying, at the beginning of the game, beginning of your shot or your match, the DMD will say, "Hey, uh, skill shot. How much do you want your skill shot to be worth?" And you can use the flippers to change it, right? Well, you hit the launch button to
Hmm.
load the bullet into the clip, load the
Hmm.
bullet into the gun, and then you press the launch button again and actually shoot it.
To
And
fire.
to fire the ball, fire the bullet. Well, it slowly moves down the right side and to that flipper where you can instantly hit the drop targets all on the left side. You see them blinking right there on the screen. Um, I find I have the hardest time timing that.
Yeah, well, you just got to find a skill shot that you can hit,
Yeah.
which it's tough, bro. Either way, it's tough. No matter which lane you pick out of all them skill shots they offer, but I tend to go for the one with the little loop ramp.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with you. At first, I was like, Borderlands is the best table of this pack. Borderlands is the best table of this pack, hands down. Brothers in Arms, whatever. It's okay. I've completely changed my mind. This is the best one.
Yeah, I
So
think the best out the three, and it's definitely on my favorites list now.
yeah. So if I gave Borderlands a 9, I should give this one a 10. But if I really want to change my answer, I will say Borderlands 8. This is a 9.
There we go.
Um, this to me, this is appropriate. This table's fun. And it doesn't, to me, it doesn't cheat. Like you don't fall into the out lanes or sink down right down the middle unless you are, you know, unless you're not timing your shot correctly. Like you can screw that up. But if you're careful, you're not going to have any accidentals or man, this it seems cheap. It always goes down the middle, like on some tables. This one doesn't do that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I was talking about with the theming, like this. I didn't know I was missing a war themed pinball table till I got this, and then I was like,
Right, right.
"Oh my! I needed this on my 4KP. Why didn't I have this before?" And that's why I would highly recommend this pack just based off this table alone.
And I'm a
And
World
then,
War II aficionado. Like this is awesome.
oh yeah, this is like like I said, I didn't know I needed it till I played this table. And now I'm like, thank God I got this. This is dope, bro. This is right
Yeah.
up my alley, And I've never played the original table, so take that from somebody that's not, a fanboy of the series or the Gearbox games or any of that, bro. I just played this table for what it was, and no flipper lag issues. It looks great, sounds great, plays great, in my opinion.
Yeah. And you can actually enjoy the SSF kit on these tables, like people were mentioning.
And
You hear that
yeah,
ball rolling so good.
the SS, it doesn't sound as good as Zachariah, but it sounds
Right.
better than the previous Zen releases.
Yeah. This is where it's at, man. This one's where it's at. Now, I will say, sleeper. I don't know anything about the other table in this pack. And that's Homeworld.
Let's talk about it.
I don't know anything about this. I've never heard of it, never played it. The console or PC version, wherever it's on. I've never heard of it.
Sleeper hit, bro. It's the sleeper out the pack.
Yeah, to me, it's a sleeper of the pack because I was pleasantly surprised. I was pleasantly surprised at the theming and how it plays. Again, the DMD, beautiful. Backglass image is actually really, really attractive. I really like the way it looks. The colors.
Look at them titties.
I knew it was coming. But if y'all look at the playfield, there's a lot, and it looks like a real pinball table, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, it looks like a futuristic pinball table. That's what I love about it, bro. The theming on this table, it's like it just feels like something out the future. It feels like a VPX table or some, you know what I mean? Just some virtual futuristic. It makes perfect sense on this device here, and it looks cool. It looks sharp and crispy, and I don't know, bro. Something about it is just like I feel like I'm living in the future, right? I'm really in 2024 right now when I play this table.
Like you can probably even be confused and think this is a Star Trek table.
Yeah, and then when people like this table, for instance, I didn't see any graphical degradation. I think it looks great. I'm cool with it. If it's 2K, you could have fooled me. I'm happy with it. It feels like it's 4K to me. This table.
Yeah.
Whereas Borderlands feels like it's about 1080 or it's 2K or 2K. Like look at that. The table looks great to me.
Yeah, I mean there is a little bit of like jaggies on the wire ramps, like Tim McClossy's showing here. But it's
not as bad as
minimal.
Borderlands.
Yeah, it's minimal.
See, that's the thing. Yeah.
But like I said, this to me was a sleeper hit of a table. Because the way it plays, like you can hit all those ramps very easily. The minimal flipper lag, if there is any at all, I don't have any issues with it whatsoever.
Great table layout, bro, and it's a really accessible table. Like you almost figure out what to do on your own real quick. How to play this table? Okay, I got to hit that center target. I got to keep doing the ship research. You know what I mean? The table tells you everything what you need to do, and the DMDs actually like you like for somebody like you, I think it's perfect because it tells you what you need to do.
Yeah. And there's some cool ass like mechanics here. In order to start a mission, you have to build the ship basically.
Yeah.
And there's that circular thing in the middle. If I can get to the gameplay, I'll show you.
Yeah, that's where you do your ship research at, basically, right?
Yeah. So right there, that spinning thing right there. That's in the center underneath that force field. You have to hit that 5-6 times in order to get the mission to start. But
Yeah,
basically,
six
each
times.
piece you build part of this thing, and then you sink the ball into the middle, and it actually builds it, and you start your mission. Now, the missions that I've been able to do so far has been destroy fuel canisters that pop up. So you have to actually make explosions go off. Um, there's another one where you have to rescue a like research facility. So you have to like go up a certain ramp so many times in order to keep the oxygen level like raised or whatever.
Mhm.
Um, it's fun, man. Like hitting all
What
those
about
ramps.
the what about they got the one with you're blowing up the asteroids. It's like you're playing asteroids with the flippers. You play that one?
I haven't played that one yet. I haven't hit that one yet.
Yeah, that one's cool, bro. It's also like it's it does do something like that Borderlands where the camera just switches, it zooms in on some like space playfield and there's just asteroids flying in and you got a turret that rotates and you can
This part's cool too, where you hit it in that little lock spot, and the ball will float. And you have to do that like 8 times, I think, in order to get like extra ball or something like that.
yeah. I,
Um, it feels good.
yeah,
There it is.
this was my favorite out of the pack. So I played Brothers in Arms a little bit more and then Brothers in Arms, just the theming's probably a little bit. I like it a little. It just slightly edges pause this table out. Like
Well, it feels like what, like a history lesson, right? In a way, I mean, that's based off World War II and like real events of World War II. So,
yeah,
um, it just feels a little real,
yeah.
when it comes
But
to like
this
story wise, right?
Yeah, but this table is just as fun to play. It's just as cool. It's just as addictive. It's got its own theme, its own vibes, but you do get a lot of variety out of this Gearbox pack, right? So you got your Borderlands, which is dope. You got your Brothers in Arms, a whole different, war theming, and then you got this crazy futuristic homeworld theme. So I think it's one of the most diverse packs you get, from
Yeah.
Zen, at
Yes.
least from Zen.
Yes.
And yeah,
Yes.
my and then
This is good.
if I had to score this out of 10 homeworld, I would probably get this about an 8 too, bro. It's maybe a 7, maybe I don't know. It's I like it more than Borderlands, but just a little bit less than Brothers in Arms.
Okay. Okay. So this is my least like table of the three, only because the theming's whatever. I mean, it's great, but out of the three, it's Brothers in Arms, Borderlands, and this one. So like a 9, 8, and then a 7.
Well, you play Brothers in Arms and Borderlands previously, like the actual games, you know
Yes,
what I
yes.
mean?
So
So
I understand the theming. I understand what's going on. I've never heard of Homeworld.
right.
Um, so I don't know why I've never heard of it or never tried it, but I don't even know what kind of game it is.
Yeah,
But
even I like the audio on this too, like the little
ooh, yeah,
computer talking to you and stuff. It's really cool. The little female AI kind of voice sounding thing.
yes. But I'm glad to say that I'm in the top 25 on all three tables. Um, this has been to me. This actually beats out DreamWorks pack,
Oh wow.
in my opinion. Like as for like fun factor and stuff like that.
Uh, yikes! I didn't think about that. That's tough,
Ooh,
because yeah, that's tough. That's a tough one. I think they're about equal.
okay.
They're both pretty good releases. It's just which if I had to choose between those two packs, I would just I probably would buy the DreamWorks pack first. I don't know why, but I probably would.
If you had to do it again, you would do it the same way you did do it.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that. What is
But
I've been watching video, man. What is everybody saying in chat? Um, let's see. I got lost playing Homeworld.
it's fun, bro. You could just get immersed in that table, bro, really. And it's relaxing. It's got this like relaxing kind of vibe, you know what I mean? Like even when it's just running idle in the background, like
See, Homeworld would have gotten a 9 if the girl on the back gloves was nude. Kind of like Woods Queen. That's your favorite table, right, Brad? But I give this one a 6. Fair. DMD is cool. I would love to watch some streams explaining how to play Homeworld.
I feel like it's eh, 6 is a little low because it plays great, right? It plays pretty good, right? You know, and it looks great, right? So
oh, there we go. Stock Jock. Homeworld's a great PC space real-time strategy game. Very cool.
nice. See that, and I love that there's stuff like this out there for people that just Stock Jock knows about it and I don't. So it's really cool.
P-dubs. So I
Yo,
spent some time playing these games this weekend. Visually, they don't look bad. Sad to admit, I'm used to the lag now. And that's really the majority of us, dude. Like, seriously, like a lot of people are saying no, the lag's still there. A lot of us are saying it's not. It seems better. It's I think it is a mind thing, man. I think we've just gotten used to it and we're just having fun with the theming and the layouts of these Zen tables. They're different. They're different from Zachariah's and the Gottlieb's. They're just a different beast altogether. The physics are different. And we're playing them more and more, and we're just getting used to them, man. So, Unk says Gearbox is over DreamWorks all day.
okay.
Papa Brad says Papa Brad says he wants to change his answer, maybe give it a 7. So he's agreeing with me on that.
Unk doesn't like trolls. That's all that is.
Oh, come on, man. Trolls ain't that bad. It's actually the best table of that pack. Playing it after Borderlands did not help its score. So yeah, or not Borderlands, Brothers in Arms. Yeah, I played them in order. I played Borderlands, then Brothers in Arms, and Homeworld. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, but my score when I rate these tables, my number 1 is like the worst table on this machine, right? So
Yeah.
like my 0 number 1 is like the worst. So let's say, for instance, I don't know. I could pick like a random Gottlieb table or something. I would probably put it at the very bottom, because like I mentioned earlier, I feel like people give Zen such a hard time, but them Gottlieb packs aren't that great either, and they're not giving a Farsight a hard time every day in them groups and stuff. They're not adding Farsight every chance they get, but they're adding Zen and MF and Zen all the time, and then Zen's giving us stuff like DreamWorks and giving us this pack, which I think plays pretty good, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. I'm having a great time playing the last few packs from Zen.
So the funny story about me is like Ray, when you say you don't play any Zachariah tables, I find that some of the remakes visually look good, like from the menu system. And then I play them and I'm like, music's annoying. The call out voice guy is annoying. So Carl O suggested to me to play the real Zachariah tables, not the remakes, the originals, like from the 80s and 90s. And holy crap, I was pleasantly surprised with some of those. God, he told me Magic Castle. Play the original version of Magic Castle. And I've never noticed this before, but if you hit the ramp on the left side, on the back glass, there's an animation where a vampire pops out of the doors. Never thought I thought that was just a static image back there. I didn't know that would actually do that.
That's cool.
Devil Riders, the motorcycle one. The remake on that one's actually pretty good, but the original table, once you unlock the upper playfield, that motorcyclist that's in the circle, he will actually go in a circle.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Cool. Yeah, that's cool. I would love to see them actually eventually bring some tables to this where the pinball could go up on that back glass playfield too. Like some they actually have some physical tables where the pinball can go up on the back glass, and that'd be crazy if they recreated some tables like that.
Yeah, I think that's one reason why we'll never see like a Revenge from Mars virtual pinball table. It's because that has that holographic screen.
Yeah, but you could like virtually recreate that in a way, right? You know, kind of.
Right. But I don't think Zen would ever do it. You know?
I think they might.
You think so?
Yeah, well, I don't mean like virtually recreate it with physical parts. I think they might, just where you could have it like just be like a static kind of whatever half translucent image over the playfield.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's possible. It's possible, but
I mean, that would be dope. I mean,
when
seriously.
you got dynamic backlash, dynamic DMD, and playfield, you could do so much with these things. Like I feel like they haven't even tapped into yet.
Yeah. But overall, back to the subject matter, guys. Super happy about this pack. Glad I bought it. It's a lot of fun. I didn't really have that much high expectations for it. Kind of like DreamWorks for me. I did not have high expectations, but I've had a blast with it. And everybody everybody in the like Facebook groups, man, they're agreeing. The ones that actually purchased this, it's worth the purchase. It's worth $15, dude. This is a good pack.
I mean, I hear both sides in this community, bro. I hear the bitching, the complaining that it's unplayable, they won't buy anymore, and then like I'll come here and we'll do our show with you and read the comments, and people are like, "Yeah, these are some of the best tables. Yeah, I like this table and that table." So it's just I guess I don't know. I think the community is very divided right now. Across the board, people are people are upset. One up's not making no new announcements. People are running out of. They don't know how to put what content to put out. They're all stepping on each other's toes for content. It's getting crazy out here in the retro gaming community.
Yeah,
it's
haters
getting,
are gonna hate, man.
it's getting crazy, bro.
I'm just gonna keep playing it, man, enjoying it for what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. I mean, that's what I'm doing.
I'm not a VPN expert. I'm not a aficionado or whatever.
Yeah, and
I'm not.
I'm not a big
I don't want to. I don't want to be, man. Like I like tinkering and stuff like that, but I don't want to mess with OTG like that. I don't want shit to break. I don't want my DMD not to be maxed out on the screen for some reason on this table, and it is on this table, and it should be maxed out. I don't want my sound to go out and I have to restart the system and wait for this PC to load up. I don't want to have to deal with that, man. I like it the way this is, and I'm enjoying it. I don't want to deal with all that tinkering crap right now.
Yeah, that's me. That's where my headspace is at right now. Is basically like I almost have to like uh drown out the sounds of the toxic side of this community, and the people that aren't enjoying their 4KP. That's fine. They're entitled to their opinions. They're entitled to not to be pissed off that they spent $2,000 or on this thing, and it's not 4K in their opinion, and it's not 60 frames per second, and it's not up to their performance, what they want, it's not up to par for them. They're entitled to be upset. I'm not saying that, but I'm almost have to muffle them out, because I don't like people getting in my own headspace where I'm going, did I get ripped off? Did they rip me off? You know what I mean? Because I'm enjoying this thing personally,
Yeah.
and every time I play it, what's crazy is it puts me straight to that mindset where I go, what the fuck are these people bitching about every day? Like, are they really that upset? Like, I almost have to like try to understand it. Like, are they really that upset? Are they really not having a good game on these tables? Like, are they just? I don't know, man. Like, maybe or is their experience that much different than mine? Is where my mind goes to, right? Because
Yes.
I'm having a fucking blast. I'm getting on the leaderboards for a change. You see it.
You have that to look forward to. Like you're like,
Yeah,
hell yeah, I just had a banging ass game. Where am I at on this leaderboard? Boom, 7th. Let's go.
right. The new table, and I'm on the boards, and let's see where chaotic gets when this comes out. And then I look forward to seeing possibly your name on there, Papa Brad, Unc, whoever, And I don't know, bro. I'm thrilled with what the future holds for the 4KP, bro. And I think Zen is showing progress, but I'm still calling them out. Like I said, Borderlands, I feel graphically isn't as good as Brothers in Arms and Homeworld in this pack, but it's still a fun table. There's a lot of fun to be had on it. We'll see. We'll see. See what happens.
Real quick, because I'm curious, how many tables are on your favorites list right now?
Oh, I don't even know. Probably about maybe 35.
39 for me. So good, good.
Yeah, about 35, and I got 175 tables, I think now.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good. Totally agree with Papa Brad here. The 4KP is the best single arcade I've bought in the past year for my home arcade. It's the most played, enjoyed system in my home right now too. And I just did that Terminator 2 retro shooter buy stuff upgrade. I still love playing Duck Hunt and stuff like that, and Time Crisis and Revolution X, but hands down, this gets played every day. That
Yeah.
gets played maybe like once a week, man. I
Oh
enjoy it.
yeah. Yeah, I
Like,
got all these other arcades in here, bro, and I promise you, it's not that I don't feel the way other people feel about One Up. I don't feel like bashing them constantly. I don't feel like their products are shit. I wouldn't have kept buying them if I felt they were terrible. Did I upgrade things that I thought were terrible? Yeah, the marquees and certain buttons and joysticks, sure. That was easy for me. That's like a no-brainer, easy shit. I mean, I'm in this hobby for that, right? To a certain extent. But yeah, this 4KP, bro, this thing gets played more than any of these ever have. So I feel like if you're in this home arcade space and you don't have a 4KP, you're low key playing yourself right now because you're missing out on a lot of fun, bro.
especially if you enjoy pinball in some kind of form or fashion.
Yeah, in some capacity, if you like going to the arcade and you once in a while enjoyed playing pinball, you would probably love this thing, bro.
Yeah.
There's the varieties through the roof, It's not like a one up where you have 4 or 5 games on it. No, bro. I got 175 tables now, and this thing's only been out 8 months,
Yeah.
whatever, 9 months.
Stock Jock, I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait to do it. Let me know what kind of steak I get, man, because Jason's already asking for me. Am I getting a Western Sizzler or a Roof's Chris?
Speaking of, what's the date on next week's show?
Next week's show, my man, is going to be July 7th.
All right, so it's after the 4th, so we should be all right.
Yep.
Cool. We'll be seeing y'all on the 7th.
Yeah. And let me get caught up with everybody here real quick. Ray says, yeah, I love my 4KP. When my friends come over and play it, they love to come over and play it. I have 27 tables on my friends, on my favorites. ATGAMES needs to embrace the players and keep growing. Slow and steady wins the race. Absolutely. And that's just strictly Gottlieb and Zen tables, 27. Keep optimizing and tweaking the good library that they have. I was talking about per the contract I have with Chaotic BPR, I can swap out steak with hot dogs anytime I want. I'll take a good hot dog, man. I like hot dogs. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Who bashes Arcade One Up?
Everyone pretty much, but I really appreciate what they did. I got a lot of respect for them.
Yeah. I love these things. I don't care, especially for what they are. Stock Jock, yes, it was a verbal contract. So yeah, you are golden, my man. I'll take a good hot dog. All right. So prediction, man, real quick before we move on to our final segment. What tables do you think are coming out next month? Like what packs?
If I had to guess, I would say the Universal pack, with Back to the Future, E.T. and
Jaws.
Jaws, yeah, because that's an older pack, and they might want to start getting some of the older packs on this platform so they could start bringing out all the newer packs as they drop. You know what I mean? Like eventually, so they could drop day and date the same day they do on Switch and on PlayStation. They could do on this. That'd be nice for them to get to a place where they could do that.
Yeah. Okay. Any others?
Oh, do I think that we'll get more than that? Just that pack in July? I doubt it. I think they'll be on vacation, for the 4th. They're gonna be chopping it, kicking back, enjoying our nod money.
All right. So I see. All right. So there's 3 weeks or 4 weeks in July. I see 3 packs coming. I see, like Ray says here, I think that Godzilla vs. Compact, they did promise summer. I think July is a perfect month to release that. I see that pack coming. I possibly see Fishtails coming and the Universal movies that you were talking about. I see that pack coming. So I see those three coming.
Yeah,
That'd
I
be my
mean,
guess.
if not, you know, if they don't just do that Universal pack I mentioned, I could see potentially the Universal
TV shows?
no, I'm sorry. The Monster Bash. I could see that
Ah,
coming.
okay. Universal Monsters. Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know why I said Universal Monsters. I'm thinking, but Monster Bash and but yeah, probably Natural History Pack and Godzilla, like you guys said. The two delayed packs might drop next month then.
All right. That's what I'm thinking too. So, Ray, yes, the July calendar gets released at 6 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, according to their calendar there that we looked at earlier tonight. So,
Their calendar drops tomorrow according to their calendar that says they're dropping tomorrow, if you got that.
correct. So, crap, meant to do this, but we also showed video, so we'll move
It's
on.
all good.
So, moving on to the final bit of news that we were looking into. Limited Run had their like little press conference or presentation, and they showed basically some announcements that they were coming out with. Basically, these are collections and modernized retro classics that are
Yeah.
being put out on newer consoles through physical media. And
Yeah.
you're getting stuff like Fear Effect, Fighting Force. I saw Star Wars, The Dark. Was it The Dark Empire or Dark?
You were most excited about Bubsy, be real. Be honest.
No, God, oh my God, dude,
The
Bubsy, dude. Oh, I'm so happy,
the
dude.
the the perfect collection.
The perfect collection, dude. What a failed mascot,
Yeah.
and so many daggone YouTubers like did parodies on how shitty Bubsy is as a collection. Why did y'all go this route? I guess because y'all got a partnership with Atari, and Atari's like, hey man, y'all
What
want to
about
bring out a
Bubsy?
classic? You want to bring out a classic? Do the Bubsy collection.
What about that Bubsy we got?
Yeah. I mean, it may mean something to some people, but man, it's a shitty ass platformer. And the Nintendo 64 version of the game is the absolute worst. It's almost as bad as Earthworm Jim, Earthworm Jim 64. Both of them
I
terrible games.
I remember thinking, like seeing the ads for it and stuff way back in the day, thinking like that might compete with Sonic or Mario, and it didn't. It didn't at all. Fighting Force was dope though.
Papa Brad, you've already seen the release calendar, and you're not gonna explain it. You're not gonna
Probably
let us know.
he must work for ATGAMES or something.
You must be like an ATGAMES type of guy. I'm not one
What
of those guys. So
are you?
stock jock.
Are you an ATGAMES employee? If so, put it in the comments.
Yes. Stock jock. I am not a future employee and I'm not a current employee. I don't know any of that stuff, man. I wish I did, or else I would be more breaking news type of guy. I'm not a breaking news guy.
What's
But
next?
I appreciate Limited Run, doing these physical updated medias and stuff like that. I have bought some limited run titles because I do like collecting physical games, especially for Switch. But Bubsy, not interested. I never played the Fighting Force and Fear Effect. I don't like scary games, so not for
Fighting
me.
Force is like a rival turf, but like early polygon games, so the graphics were pretty terrible. They didn't age well. I'd like to see this new version if it's
Was this a PlayStation 1 game? Because it looks like it has like
yeah,
Killer Instinct style animation or
yeah.
graphic, characters,
That was just like for the like cinematics, but
cutscenes.
in game they were like weird big blocky polygon characters,
Beautiful,
but
man.
but it was a fun game, bro. It was a really fun beat 'em up, bro.
Uh,
It was like the early, 3D version of beat 'em ups.
okay. Well, I might try that on my little emulation handheld then, because I had no idea, man. I never heard of it.
Yeah, it's fun, bro. It's a fun game. It's worth
I'll
a
give it.
playthrough.
I'll give it a shot. All right, so my good buddy Joel Retro Lizard
Hey,
has a CNC machine, and he's been doing his own like arcade builds, right? So you got these awesome people on Facebook, customers of his that buy his products. Joel makes it, ships it out to them, and they post this awesome looking stuff on Facebook for us to see. So this is it Charlie Bussin?
Charlie Busian.
Busian?
I assume,
All right.
I don't know how you pronounce it, tomato, but I tell you what, this is one of the coldest builds I've ever seen.
So I know this build. This is back then before Joel had a CNC machine. He did a collaboration with Game Room Solutions. This was considered the gun cabinet is what this is. You can also make this into a Guitar Hero cabinet based on the shape of it. But it's beautiful. Retro Lizard makes even a better version of it now. And it's top of the line. So if anybody wants a custom built arcade, go to Retro Lizard Custom Arcades.
Hit him
up. And he's not fast, okay? So he's kind of like Joe Sabos in that kind of way. He is quality over,
quantity.
Speed. Yeah. He has quality over speed. So it might take you 8 to 12 weeks to get this daggone thing, but it will hands down blow you away with the quality and the customer service that he gives you. You buy one of these things, he walks you through it, how to set it up, because it should be plug and play when you first receive it. But any kind of issues of like setting it up or anything like that, he's a phone call away, and he'll walk you through it. And he'll even do video chat with you and everything, man. Retro Lizard is the real deal business, and he's not super expensive compared to what you get.
No, pricing wise, I mean, and he offers a lot more, right? So you're getting more than what you would get if you bought just a regular arcade cabinet. For say you bought a House of the Dead, you're getting way more. You're going to get a whole bunch more games in this than just House of the Dead, right?
Yeah.
And Charlie even stated, in his post how helpful Retro Lizard was, helping him, get everything set up and in place and ready to go.
Now that he's able to do a heck of a lot more stuff in-house and not have to like require Game Room Solutions or any kind of graphic artist or anything like that, the dude is like a one-stop shop for just basically anything that's like custom built. I'm seriously considering next year around tax time, because that's when I really start buying stuff. I want to get his full-size Guitar Hero build. I think that's what my next purchase will be next year.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I do want to get I've seen a couple cool. I think we I don't know if we showed it. We showed some Guitar Hero builds.
We showed Multicade Matt's his hand built one.
Yeah, and then we showed even some Party Cave ones and different ones, But I always wanted to do a DJ Hero one. That was like music wise for me. That was more in my lane. I'm more into hip hop, but
I feel you on that. I used to have DJ Hero.
I would love to get a DJ Hero like Party Cave set up. If he could do something like that, bro, I would love to.
That's such a great idea.
That's something that would be crazy. Like, it's you kind of how I had my Street Fighter Party Cave. You see, the bigger deck. If it would just stood out, had the DJ table on it, and just mounted on the wall.
Yeah. Put the control deck at like an angle, so you're able to do it and everything. Oh my gosh, that'd be great. That's a great idea, dude.
Yeah, I mean, even if you had it flat, because most DJs, they got a flat surface they're scratching on and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
a level surface, I should say.
Yeah. So yeah, I would do Papa Brad if I was wealthy. I would collect everything Retro Lizard does. Everything's handmade. and it's not cheap parts. He doesn't cop out on anything, man. He goes full into it. Sound bars, lighting kits,
Yeah,
graphics.
he builds these for you like he would for himself.
Yeah. And he's not happy with it unless it's something that he would consider having himself. So he literally goes top notch on everything. Like Stock Jock, I met him. He is a great guy. Retro Lizard is one of the reasons why I got into the home arcade community, especially the modding community, because that open ice cabinet used to be a 4-player NBA Jam, and I turned it into a multicade because of Retro Lizard and seeing what he did when he used to do arcade 1-up mods. He has grown so much from there, and still is teaching me so much to this day. And he's just overall just a great guy, and he would jump over the moon for anybody. Especially, Buy Stuff Arcades, is kind of like a different type of competition for him, but he was happy for him when they announced this, their Super Sprint cab. He's like, that's a dope cab, and it costs as much as it should cost. Like, he did not talk shit about it one bit, man. He was happy for him, dude.
Yeah. Well, it's not everything ain't a competition, bro. A lot of people are in here to inspire each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's one of the good reasons why like this community is so cool. Stock Jock, speaking of Guitar Hero, I forgot to tell you, Brian, I'm bringing my Wii with Guitar Hero on it, and I need you to build a cab for me. I'll try.
Damn.
Let's spend a week on it, man. We'll do it. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, long as you got air conditioning, right?
Yes. Jesus Christ, I forgot all about that. I still got sweat pouring down my face. I've been ignoring it though. I don't know how the hell I'm going to sleep tonight.
Hey, this was supposed to be the quickest show, and it ended up being the longest show we probably ever did.
Yeah, it is. It is, hands down. But you know what, man? Because I missed last week from being sick and everything, it's kind of like
y'all.
I missed y'all. Number one, number two, we had to put basically 2 shows in one. Like, we had to talk about all the stuff that we missed, and like the important stuff anyway, and then just like catch up with everybody, man. And I'm glad everybody just like stuck out and been with us this entire time. Like, I really appreciate it.
He missed y'all.
I really did miss y'all. And it's kind of like Rascal's show that I did earlier this week with him co-hosting. It was supposed to be an hour-long show, man. That thing ended up being like almost 3 hours long. We just could not stop talking. Marine 50, you've been here the entire time, dude. Yeah. You're the boss, dude. I appreciate it, man.
Like a real soldier. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's crazy too, because I mean, to be honest though, a lot of times we'll get off the show and talk backstage for an hour or so. We pretty much did what we would have did backstage just with y'all.
Yeah, we got to spend more time with y'all instead. So
yeah.
But hey, y'all want to hang out with us after the show? We might be doing something on Discord. I don't know. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But join the Arcades Anonymous Discord if you have not if you're not part of any kind of community. Great community to be a part of. It's where a lot of me and the guys met. It's where a lot of the guys we still hang out, man. So good community to be a part of. Join it up, man. Especially if you're new here.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to put out there, man, and let the world know?
I want to let y'all know, I'm still on them leaderboards, so check me out on your back glass, doggy. No, I'm not on a lot of them. I'm on like maybe 2, maybe 3.
I'm still number 2 on Borderlands, man, so I need to get my number 1 spot back, but I'd like to see some of y'all try to take me down, especially you, Papa Brad.
I really need to quit bragging, because then people are just going to kick me off them boards, because I don't belong up there. When I see some of them other scores on, I'm dreading the day when a lot of them HD owners come to the 4K and bring that Zachariah, them old HD energy to the 4K and just kick my ass, because that's the only reason I'm on these leaderboards, is because some people are like, I'm not buying that pack because I'm not buying anything Zen. I'm like, well, once they do, they're going to kick me off the leaderboards.
Especially Attack from Mars, I'm never getting on that leaderboard. I don't care.
Never.
I don't care how good I get at that table.
breaks my heart.
Scored 9 billion points. I'm like, where am I at? Oh, cool. I'm not even in the top 50. Awesome, man. That's 9 billion points.
Yeah, I had like 6, and I'm like, yeah, great. Good for me. Way to go. And I felt like I was doing something when I was playing, and then I'm like, yeah, that's nothing compared to everyone else. Yeah, it breaks my heart because that is my favorite pinball table, right? But I'm like, I suck at it, so why is it my favorite? Maybe I should have got a Trolls 4KP.
So, guys, don't forget, make sure you subscribe to both of our channels, KIPR as well as half a dozen.
Shark Peen.
And don't forget to Shark Peen, man.
Pause. What is that about? What the?
So watch the show that me and Rascal did on his That Gaming Show this past Tuesday. We rated Corner Cage Show.
What?
We rated his show and started a bunch of Shark Peen stuff. I remember we were talking about dolphins and how they kill sharks. I don't remember how the conversation got on shark penis, but that's how
I think I'm gonna skip that episode. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take your word for it that that's what you guys.
Marine 50 was there. It was nuts. Shark Peen. It was fantastic.
I don't want no part of that. I'm good on that episode. Thank you.
I get it. It was so much fun though, man. I have to do it again sometime.
I don't never have to do that ever.
But guys, I'm getting closer to 500 subs, man. We're trying to do that giveaway for some Ambernicks. But tell your friends, tell your family, hey, subscribe to this channel, man. Try to get them to 500 so we can go ahead and do that giveaway and stuff like that, man. I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for coming. We will see y'all on the next
Retro. Yo.
What's up, y'all? Welcome, yo.